Missharvey, and we are live with our first.
Everybody.
Oh my god, I hear myself. This is Missharvey, and we are live. Okay, I fixed it. We're back. We're live with the first episode of This Week in CLG. Sorry for the technical issues. We just wanted to make sure that everything was going well, and I'm joined with three amazing first guests. So proud to have you guys on our first episode. Let's start with our famous Pew Pew You wearing, do you have CLG merch? I think we all have CLG merch right now.
Of course,
right?
of course. I just don't have the right camera angle to show it off.
Yeah,
I'm rocking it.
A CNN style camera. This is our first try. We're trying it out. We also have Benita. How are you, Benny? I know you just woke up.
Yeah, I just rolled out. My eyes. I don't know. My eyes are not opening. It's very weird.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, especially in a little bit of a last minute call, as well as Sojin, Matt with 1T. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. First, I have a question for you because I always called you Matt,
Yeah.
and I actually never know how to pronounce your alias. Could you pronounce it for all of us? Because there's an X in front of it.
I just put X Sojin because obviously Sojin was taken, so I just needed another little, something in there so that I get the name completed. So X was like the go-to. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay,
but it
it's
is Sojin.
still Sojin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a great first show today. We have three amazing topics. By teasing them a little bit, I'm just gonna say we're gonna talk about, first of all, why this show is created. Is because it's 10 years of CLG. So the first topic is going to be, CLG 10. Then we'll talk about Matt because you got a really cool promotion. But let's not get into it right now.
Spoilers.
And we will finish with some Valorant hype content because I know at least 2 out of 3 guests today played it. Matt, have you played it?
Yes, I have played it.
Okay, so all of us played it. So it's going to be
Nice.
a great show. But first of all, let's talk a little bit about our recap. And during the whole show, make sure to let us know in questions in chat. We have one of our producer here, Michael, ready to send us your question live in chat. So don't hesitate if you have any questions to any of the CLG guests on the show. But also just random stuff, let us know. So let's start with our first topic. We have our recap from last week. First of all, I don't know if you guys know, but we have to talk about our charity stream that happened with our speedrunner last week. We raised about $13,443, and I think we need to clap. Let's clap for this.
Yeah.
Speedrunner's always killing it, man.
They
Always.
had a great charity stream. And, they're used to doing these kind of things, the speed runs and marathons. What I'm curious about, let's talk a little bit about if you guys know about speed runs and watch speed runs. So let's start with you, Kevin.
What's funny is, so we have this streamer called Wix. He's a speedrunner. The first speedrun I ever watched was his, I think it was called I Want to Be the Boshi or something like that. It's like this crazy game. And so I saw that tons of years ago. And then eventually we got this whole stream team, and it's crazy to see him on our team now. I didn't get to tune into the charity stream, but I know that the guys have done tons of charity streams in the past. So they kill it.
It was
They're
a
great.
really, really successful one. And we got the support from a bunch of people throughout the charity stream, especially Newegg, who supported us. Benny, have you ever watched a speedrun? I'm really curious.
No, I haven't.
Do you
I've
know
only
what a speedrun is?
Yeah, it's when they try to finish the game as fast as
Yeah.
possible. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I've never watched any though.
If you were to be hired, Benny, to do a speedrun, what game would you do it on?
Probably Crash Bandicoot.
Oh,
Do people do it on there?
That's a good one.
Yeah,
Oh, they do?
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. That'd be awesome. I think we should do eventually, just throwing this out there, a CLG special speedrun with non-speedrunners. That'd be really funny.
That'd take hours.
Can you imagine how that would go?
Yeah. So also we had more news from last week. I don't know if you guys know, but we have our Apex and Fortnite players pretty much competing every week online right now. Although LCS is off, or it's not really off, but for CLG it's over. And also the red seasons are off. We have a lot of success on Fortnite, especially as this weekend our new player Jay, who's 14 years old, finished second in the Fortnite Cup NA West. So if you guys don't know, it's the Valorant is divided by region. So he won $2,400. So that was really cool. And all of our 4 players, Jay, Leno, Symmetrical, and Tokata, have qualified for the Fortnite Championship Series 2 this coming weekend. So
Nice.
this is super hype
Go
as well.
boys.
And on the I want to say latest battle royale notes, we also have Noko, who made it to the finals of the Apex Global Series, which was really hard to get there because it was out of thousands of people. He had to qualify, and he made it to top 12. So congratulations to him as well. Just out of the money, apparently. So this is heartbreaking, but also really good to see. But Kevin, Pipu, your duo also is rocking it. He won 3 tournaments in the last 5 days. He won
something like that.
The Rona Rumble number 4, 3 the Trashman Birthday Net Play Tournament. Like that tournament name is pretty long. And Nes Mods Gods Net Play Tournament.
Yeah, the Nesmod God tournament was like the most stacked net play tournament that I think we've had ever, probably. It's still region locked because for net play you need to directly connect to your opponent. So it's all West Coast players, all of them were really good. And he streamed his whole run, and he kind of talked to his chat through his thought process the whole time, and it was just it was great. He got to show the world why he's a great human.
He actually is very I know we all had interaction with as fat before, but he's just a great overall person. So
he is.
Yeah, congratulations to him. Okay, so that was it for our CLG recap. Now we're jumping into our first topic. Well, first of all, let me just change this. Our first topic is 10 years of CLG. And I'm so excited to have all 3 of you because all 3 of you are super OG. As you may or may not know, CLG people in chat at home, CLG is celebrating 10 years of history, and this week is our birthday week. Okay,
that's in 3 days, right?
It's in 3 days. CLG is gonna be 10 years old, created by Hotshot 10 years ago, and all of us in the show today have been a part of CLG history. First of all, in chat, one thing that we want to know is, what is your favorite CLG moment? We'll take a couple of those a little bit later and talk about them. But what I want to know from you guys is, what is your favorite CLG moment? Let's start with Benita. You joined CLG about I catch you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You joined CLG about 5 years ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite CLG moment?
That's a loaded question. I think my favorite moment would probably be, well, one of the most memorable times is when we got acquired by MSG and we had that dinner at the Beauty in Essex. That was I think very special. And
do you were you there, Pew Pew? Because I wasn't, so I don't remember exactly.
That was in New York, right? I didn't go.
No. That was in LA.
No. Was it LA?
I still didn't.
We took a huge bus and we all went to a restaurant that's owned by MSG.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
I heard about that. I heard that they
really
took us out for some really super duper nice food.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And that was when I don't know. That was just one of the most memorable moments. And I guess just another really memorable moment would be basically just living in the house and the day-to-day, going to the other house to eat. I thought that was very unique as well.
Oh yeah, you guys lived down the street from the main house where like
Yeah.
everyone was like,
Yeah.
we're the league team.
Yeah, I thought that was
yeah.
very unique as well, like how close we were, and then yeah, we had like our own house, but then we would always end up at the league house or, stuff like that.
So for those who don't remember, a couple of years ago, before CLG had their beautiful office, we were kind of living in a weird compound with a bunch of houses. So we have an academy house, LCS house, like staff house, Overwatch house, but then we had an Overwatch team, CSGO house, and CLG Red house.
God.
Yeah, so that was a little bit ago. We already have a couple of people in chat that are talking to us about their favorite moment. Rage Quit is in chat, and she's talking about the MSG finals. Was that in New York? I think I remember that, right? A lot of the people, CLG winning LCS at MSG. Yes, that was before we got acquired, I think, by MSG. Do you remember that time, Matt?
I personally wasn't there, but I do remember when you guys got picked up. It's pretty huge for you guys, actually.
For us now, okay?
Yeah, for us, definitely for us now. Yeah, definitely for us. Sorry, I'm talking past tense. Definitely it was huge. I remember everyone was talking about it, getting acquired, and I mean, MSG just helped us so much. So it's so great.
Yeah, and before you were on the staff, you're still
Yeah.
kind of around the CLG
I was definitely
family.
around. You guys, funny. You guys are talking about the house you guys used to have down the street, from the old compound, I guess you would call it. And I remember, I think it was Diane's birthday, and I had went there, and that's the first time I had actually met like Tuesday and Fallen Bandit, and I didn't know that like a couple years later I would actually be coaching them. So yeah, this is pretty interesting. I
Yeah.
always laugh because I lost the jacket, but I had a jacket that I used to wear all the time, and it's like a CLG one. And everyone at the office is like, I don't know where that jacket came from. I've never seen that jacket before. That's like an interesting piece of CLG history. Unfortunately, I lost it now.
That's
though.
why
I feel
you
like
got-
that house was a black hole. Like everyone would lose everything.
That's why it was so special. Someone stole it. You didn't lose it,
Yeah, someone definitely. I think someone in the office yoinked it from me.
Yeah, the first time I met you, actually, I don't know if you remember, it was a 4th of July CLG barbecue party.
Yes, the barbecue.
Barbecue
I remember
party.
that one. Yeah. You guys used to have all the barbecue parties. Everyone come over, play Smash in the living room. It was very competitive. I met Void and learned not to get too cocky in Smash Brothers real quick. He literally handed it to me.
On that note, someone else messaged us and said that Waffer said that Link is 7 getting sponsored, or the CLG Speed Charity last year tackling kids for cancer. Honestly, I know a lot of our staff are Linkus fan, and so when they realized that we were gonna pick him up, they were extremely excited. I've actually watched a lot of the speedrunning from CLG. I don't know how much you guys like watching speedrunning or not, but they get very hypnotizing.
Oh, definitely. Speedrunning, I tune in every now and then, but I just don't know how they do it. It's so intense, actually.
It's very intense, and I think that a couple of our players are beating their own records right now with the situation of staying at home. They're kind of utilizing this moment to do their speed runs. Okay, so you guys might not know, because I'm surprising a lot of the people with this right now, but starting this Thursday for CLG 10, we're going to do 10 days of giveaway with Newegg on our social, and we're giving away a computer. A full-on computer is going to be given away. You have to watch Hotshot's stream this coming Saturday. He's going to build it with Newegg, and then that computer is going to be given away. So that is really hype. I repeat, 10 days of giveaway with Newegg. This Saturday, we're giving away a computer from Hotshot building PC. So this is super cool. And Hotshot is obviously George, our founder, and I like to say, like, kind of presence.
Our Lord.
Yeah, our Lord, our
Our
God.
Lord and Savior.
Cool. And to conclude this section, let's take our last CLG favorite comment from chat. Greyfish Game says, for me, it was probably PewFat's run at SSC 2017 since I was there in person. Can you talk to us a little bit about that moment?
I'm trying to remember which one happened for 17 because I've been to all the past SSCs. But yeah, I think that's when we fought against Mewtwo King and Plup in the finals, and I think we were up on the stage, and I went like the full distance, like I think it went to the second set, and I think I want to say it even went to the fifth game, and it was just like super hard fought. That's also one of my favorites, but I think my true favorite is when Zach and I beat Armada in Android at Big House 2017, I think, something like that.
I feel that you guys have tournaments every weekend. Like, I don't know how you remember
Yeah.
this. Like,
Yeah, well, that one is like especially memorable because they're from Europe and they're like our rivals, and like we had never met, and we finally met in the finals. And so, yeah, that one was like very special to me.
yeah. So thank you so much for bringing that up. Great fish game. And without any more wait, let's talk about something that is very special probably to one of our guests, Matt Sojin. Let's switch topic to your promotion. Congratulations. Yay. So for those who missed it, last week we announced that Sojin was getting promoted to LCS assistant coach. Wow, what a run from you.
A long time coming, huh? Come on,
Yeah.
guys.
How do you feel right now?
I'm excited. I mean, I'm just excited. I want to do really well. I want to show that we're not what we placed last split. I think there's definitely some things that hopefully I can contribute to get us back to that top spot.
Yeah, first of all, I want to talk about your journey because some people might discover you right now. Your path through League of Legends has been pretty impressive, from player to coach and whatnot. Let's start with, when did you start playing League?
Oh wow. I actually started playing League, I want to say towards senior year of high school. I want to say around like 2011, 2010.
Okay.
So I started playing around then. I was so bad. I was so bad. I used to build like the most whack items on champions instantly. And then I went from there. I started playing competitive, played in like local tournaments, challenger series. And then after that, I stopped. I went to coaching. I went to Maryville. We took the collegiate finals championship.
I
We
remember
went
that.
to collegiate worlds, which we went against Toronto. So that was Invert's team, who's currently the assistant coach for Dig. So we've been playing each other for so long. We went there, and then after that, I had applied for CLG as the academy coach. And I mean, we all know the summer run of academy with Wiggly, Tuesday, Otto, and all of us. And then here I am now.
And here you are.
Dang.
So your formal title is going to be assistant coach. What do you think
Yeah.
is going to be your role within the LCS team?
I'm going to be breathing down the necks of all the players and whipping them if they are doing the incorrect thing. Nah, jokes aside, hopefully I'm going to be working more close one-on-one with the players. I want to take some stress off Song, because it's kind of hard to manage everybody all at once with Song and Weldon, and hopefully we can divide up tasks easier, take care of that. I want my main focus to be though around bot lane and jungle, because those are where I'm more specialized in, so my boy Wiggly, me and him back hand at hand holding each other, going to the promised land hopefully.
Yeah, I
But
have a question for Benita regarding this. Because, Coach is relatively new in the esports world. And I want to talk about, real quick side note about 2019 and the stability that having Vez as a coach can bring, or just overall having a coach can bring to a team. What do you think really has been the big difference from having a coach helping CLG Red?
I think the biggest, or I think just like the key takeaway is accountability. It's hard to find like someone who's there to put a structure into place and keep the players accountable to that structure. So that's like kind of like the biggest thing you want out of a coach, I would say.
So
or
it's
for
like
us at least.
it's like Matt was saying, Vez is breathing down your necks.
Yeah.
Like making it show up.
Yeah. After playing for so many years, it's kind of like something that you need.
Not to get complacent a little bit.
Yeah.
Pew pew you. Do you guys have coaches?
Yeah, Coach Bobby is our coach.
Coach Bobby.
Yeah.
How does it
I'm not-
work for you guys?
For he and I, it's also a lot of accountability. Because I've been playing for like 12 or 13 years now, and it's easy to tell yourself that you know things, and it's good to have another perspective to tell you, no, you don't know this quite as well as you do, so let's get to work. So for Zach and I, Coach Bobby coaches Zach and I because we're the melee players. He doesn't coach Void. But yeah, for us, actually, the three of us had all grown up together around the same area, and gone to school together. So it's very easy for him to tell us difficult things that we need to hear. So yeah, tons of accountability. That's like it's just like accountability, direction, and like put in the time.
But it looks like he's doing something right because you guys have been rocking the Smash scenes in the last couple of years.
I appreciate it. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's great. He's honestly great. He's also really good at picking us up when we feel down. So
Super
that's like a
important as well.
quality that like a friend plus coach can like do for us.
Is this something you think you can do as well, Matt, with the LCS
Oh,
team?
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely being brought up for accountability. I think I have a lot of what's the word? Good. I mean, the players trust me. Stixay I've known for so long, as you said. I've known Smoothie for quite a while. Known him when he came up. Me and Ray, as I've said. Min and I are real close. Eugene, don't know that guy, never heard of him, but you know what? Hopefully we can build something up right now.
Yeah, I feel like you're lying. I feel like you're totally lying. What are you the most excited about this summer split? Especially since it might happen all online.
Definitely. The online is not the fun part, I'll tell you that much. It really makes me feel like I'm back to Challenger Series. But I'm excited, hopefully, to prove that we're here to win. Definitely want us to go to Worlds. That's what's on my mind right now.
Yeah.
Only Worlds.
We wish you the best. I love following the LCS events as a CLG family member. I don't know about you, about everyone else on the show, but it's just so fun to see another player succeed. So of our family, right? It just feels much better. Okay, so just a recall, everyone in chat, make sure that you ask all of our guest questions because we're taking them live. And this is when we're going to switch to our next topic, which is pretty hype because Valorant came out, or I guess the beta came out. So not everyone was able to play, but we all played it. Okay, without saying anything, thumbs up or thumbs down on Valorant right now.
Huge thumbs up.
Huge
If I
thumbs
had
up
more
from everyone.
thumbs, I could put more thumbs up.
Valorant hype. First impression. Let's start with our Counter-Strike superstar, Benita.
First impression, I think Riot did an amazing job. Like, just absolutely, like, in terms of, like, even though we're going through, like, COVID and stuff, and they were able to launch such an amazing game while we're quarantined is mind-blowing. There aren't that many things wrong with the game, which is so crazy to think about. And I'm just really glad, like, CS has some competition now because for 20 years, like, no one could even lay a finger on CS and the impact CS has had on esports. But now, like, there's a game that is actually pretty good. And it's actually just, I think fun is the key word because CS sucks the soul out of you. Like, there isn't, like, if you're not good at CS, it ends up being not fun in a way. but with this game, I could see people just like having like a lot of fun, whether you're good, mediocre, just learning. So
I can
that's my
feel
first
it. I can feel
impression.
it for now. I can't wait to see in like in 6 months and everybody's really good at everything. But right now I can feel that. Like even if when I play with quote unquote lesser good players, I don't feel that they're dragging me down or anything. Like it's still fun.
Yeah, for sure.
What about you, Kev? You've had the game for a little bit compared to all of us.
I've had it since alpha, but I just couldn't say anything until the embargo lifted. So yeah, actually, my first impression of it was like my first 2 games. I was like, I hate this. I was like, I was actually like, this is Counter-Strike, but with items on. You know, like in Smash and competitively, we don't play with items on. And I felt like it was like CS with items on. I played CS for like 5 years. I started with CS:GO, so it's like pretty recent, I guess. No, then I started playing with like all these like really good players and started playing with like the rioters. They like opened my eyes to the game, and I kind of like accepted all these like factors, and like now I'm just like having so much fun with it. Like it's actually great. I think it's
How many hours of it do you have right now?
That's a great question. That's a really great question.
I have over probably 40 already, so this is pretty
Yeah, I think in the beta, probably a little over 30, maybe. In the alpha, though, we could only play on weekends in like a 6-hour window, and I didn't even play every weekend, so probably somewhere around 40.
Yeah.
But yeah, the game is like so much fun. I also like made a video, which is crazy because like I've never like edited a video by myself.
That is true. You made your first video.
I made it my first Valorant
We're
video.
Gonna put it in chat right now.
Yeah, sure. I'll link it. I'm also like gonna record another one later today. So
yeah. On that note, Matt, before we go to your comments, everyone open your stream because I'm gonna show you guys one of Diane's clips so we can comment what she did. All right. Let's go.
Yeah, actually, the CLG Red Girls are disgusting at this game.
This game, for some reason, is like a content machine. I don't know. It's like, it's weird. It's kind of crazy.
Oh, let's see this. Oh, yeah, this was so good because she TP'd up on top of the box. Like, quietly.
Yeah, her omen's so good.
She's using the gun I hit the most, too.
Yeah, I hate the Bulldog.
You have ult. Or you could spin the ball.
Looks so casual for her. I
Look
can't
at her
believe it.
reaction.
It's just another day, you know?
One enemy remaining.
You were a mistake.
Here it is.
So
Look at
smart.
her face.
This is
Look
so
at her
smart.
face. She's like,
So I thought
I don't care. She's like, I don't care.
Just
Yeah.
no reaction, whatever. Just,
If I hit
another
that, I'd be
day.
like yelling. I'd be like,
I would also, and she's streaming too, so I would go like, hey, Chad, do you like that or something? She's like,
She's like, I missed that shot.
it's so
Just
it's
one
so
bullet.
like calm. I don't know.
Matt, what do you think about the characters in general, just the game?
Oh, I'm having a blast, honestly. The characters are so fun. They add such like a unique like experience into the game, you know? Like I'm having a blast. I'm playing Cypher only. Cypher is my one dude.
Cypher.
I'm running around being a little rat, trying to find people. Anyone's trying to flank me, I see you, you know, I'm coming for you. You try to pull and take the point. I know you're coming. You don't know where I am. It's
Do
so
you
fun.
role play it like I see you whenever they trip on a wire?
They walk over and they don't see my camera. I'm like, all right, guys, they're here, and here. Just turn that corner and blast them, please. You know.
Okay, so let's stop celebrating Valorant and let's talk about what they could improve in the next couple of weeks/months. What do you guys think?
Ooh.
I think Raze needs to be tuned down, and then even though I'm a Sage main, I kind of think that the wall needs to be nerfed a little bit. There's actually something about Sage's wall that a lot of people don't know, and it's that it kind of has like the like density of like a brick wall, because there's like wood walls, there's brick walls, there's like metal walls, and you can actually like shoot through the side corner, because if you imagine that the stage wall is like 4 little quadrants, you can shoot through the side corner, and you're technically shooting through it, so you can break 2 walls at once.
Oh,
It's like something a lot of people don't know about.
That's really cool. Also,
Yeah, but she needs to be nerfed, I think.
did you know,
Raised in
guys,
Sage.
that if you shoot a texture, the effect on the wall tells you if the bullets goes through or not. So
Yes,
if it's
actually,
like
that's crazy.
little white, yellow sparkles, that means the bullet are going through. But if it's like bang bang, like gray, that means the texture is not going through. So little tip for you guys if you're trying to try your wall bangs. But I didn't know about like shooting the corners of the wall.
I can
pretty
show you
cool.
guys later.
Okay. What about you, Benny? Anything you think that they would need to improve on?
So yesterday I went and sat in a server and like had like a hour-long discussion about the spray pattern or the recoil, I guess.
Oh yeah,
And
the spray.
So I understand that there's a spray pattern, but the first bullet that you shoot and then you continue to tap, it never goes in the same place. So like, I don't know, I sat in the shooting range and I was shooting at the target, and like the bullet it's kind of RNG, like it just never goes in the same spot, which is kind of weird. But then I was thinking about it, like I don't think in CS, well, I guess maybe in CS it goes relatively like very, very, very close to where your crosshair is.
I think the pattern is something that what I've been told was that it was 5 to 7 bullets, always the same on every gun or most guns, and then the rest is completely random. But I would have to test your little single
there's like
shots.
a really cool target, and
Okay.
then like you could see like they can shoot like how many meters you want it, and then you can see it. But I thought it was kind of weird. I don't know.
I think the way that it works is like, so there's like a predetermined pattern, right? And then after like 5 to 7 bullets, I guess you were talking about, it does follow the pattern, but each of the bullets has its own variance from like that track.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know. It feels way less consistent than in CS.
Oh yeah,
But
I would actually not recommend any player spraying in that game.
yeah, I don't
Yeah.
ever spray.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of like if I don't kill you in my first 5 bullets, I'm like rolling dice. You know,
Yeah.
it's like I don't.
But
Really
it's funny because in CS:GO everyone sprays, but in 1.6 it wasn't spraying. Like spraying was not the thing.
In
So-
1.6, weren't there like 3 different spray patterns for each gun or something crazy like that? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the spray patterns were crazy. Yeah, but
Mhm.
people didn't spray the AK like they do in CS:GO. It was like a
That's true.
burst, like
That's true.
or
It-
tapping.
It was more like it came more from source a little bit. Like CSGO is a little bit more merged. But yeah, definitely in 1.6, the superior strategy was tapping, which I kind of like in Valorant because it's my
Me too.
style.
Yeah, me too.
I was never that great at spraying. So I'm really enjoying it. Matt, your final words on Valorant?
I mean, I'm with Kevin here on the Sage. Sage just has it all pretty much, you know. There's so much in that champion, you need to tone it down just a tiny bit
Yeah.
because she's a must-have in like every comp realistically.
Yeah,
play
especially
the
because
game.
she gives you an extra life. And in
Yeah,
a game like
you-
CS, imagine having an extra player. That's like huge.
You just peek around the corner. Oh, okay, this guy's here. Let me raise you back up.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. This is where we gotta throw all these smokes or whatever, you know. It's definitely OP or a heal. You can even just peek real quick, like, oh, I got hurt a little bit. You know, it's all right. Let me help you out. You know, it's a free heal. I'll get it back in like 20 seconds.
Let me patch you up a little bit. Yeah, I totally agree. So also, I'm addicted, guys. I really like it.
Oh, definitely. Same here. I've been playing so much Valorant.
It feels. I don't think I've ever felt this since CS:GO or 1.6, I guess.
Agreed. I
So
agree with you on
17
that.
years ago. So I think that, and I like to say, I've said this in our CLG video, that it's more like CSGO's brother than CSGO's killer. I do believe they can coexist, and I really hope it's gonna give a kick in the butt of Valve to improve. Do you guys think
I
that the
agree.
update, the
already
update that came
started.
out, Vanita, do you think it was a response, CSGO updating, a response to
Yeah.
Valorant, or was it random?
No, it was definitely a response, I think.
I think so
Like,
too.
for sure.
Me too.
There's no doubt in my head.
100%.
I think like yeah, Krieg nerfs needed to happen like half a year ago, and then like
And they
they
didn't care.
happen once Valorant comes out. It's like not a coincidence.
Okay, let me just say this. During our alpha play like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, we gave feedback that they fixed. When we went live in the beta, they already fixed it. Okay, so we're talking like
Really?
turnaround of like not even a week of like a lot of stuff that we mentioned. And then CSGO took what, 6 months for the Krieg?
A little more.
Something-
A little
Yeah.
more?
like that.
More, yeah.
Like what in like, this is crazy. This is crazy to me. But
Yeah, it honestly kind of reminds me of like, you know, when Fortnite was really on top and Apex came out. Apex like introduced like cool new features, and like the next week Fortnite was like patching their game to like implement
the ping.
similar kind of features. Yeah, like the ping and like rezzing your teammate and stuff. Yeah, it's like and I think that's like good.
Yeah,
I think
I
that's
think
like
so too.
healthy for games, and I don't think like one kind of game that exists in your same space is going to kill that game. So, yeah.
Absolutely. This is where we're almost wrapping things up. I want to talk a little bit of what's coming up next week for CLG, or this week in CLG, the title of our show, obviously. A couple of things I mentioned earlier, but it's going to be the Fortnite finals for Jay, Leno, Sim, and Tokatha this weekend. So make sure to tune in if you're a Fortnite fan. We're going to also have Apex Legends Global Series Online Tournament number 4, where players are going to play in it. We also have weekly Red Fuel Cups on CLG. And this week coming up is going to be our 2v2 League of Legends Co-Ed Cups this coming Saturday at 11 PDT. I always get confusing PST, PDT, but I think right now it's PDT time because it's summertime. There's going to be also as our weekly engine video release featuring some of our players. Vidida is in a lot of them. It's going to come for you guys both, okay? Unfortunately, the COVID virus kind of stopped our recording, but you guys are also going to be in some of our engine video coming soon. Anything coming for you guys this week that we should make sure to tune in for y'all?
I have a playlist coming out in 2 hours. My weekly playlist.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
your
nice.
weekly playlist.
Yeah. That's like a very casual thing, you know. Just go ahead and listen to it.
So,
Not a big deal.
random question. Do you actually like update that playlist? Like, what is that weekly playlist about?
Oh yeah, I make a new playlist every single week, and I try to make it like a different mood. Like listening to music is like my hobby, and so it's like really easy for me to make playlists and like just give it out to you guys during like the quarantine. And yeah, it's just like a really positive thing for everyone. I
So
love
in
it.
2 hours, your next one is coming
Yes,
out.
at 2:30.
2:30
PDT.
PDT. And
PDT.
Benny, I know you started streaming a little bit again.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of internet issues though.
Okay.
Me
It's
too.
so discouraging. It is so discouraging. Like Valorant has been the one thing that I've actually really enjoyed streaming, because it doesn't take up like that much like power from my computer. And then I just have so many internet issues. I'm just like, then I just give up again.
But you should record these matches so we can see your highlights or anything and post them on YouTube. Because I'm sure you're killing it. Are you guys getting ready for the next split, Matt, already? Or are you still on break?
No, it's kind of on break, but we're the staff side. We're definitely prepping things, getting things ready. The players right now, they get their break. You know, chillax. You guys are coming in hard. When we start, I think within like a week and a half, maybe. So small break because of COVID. But we're gonna come back fighting.
Yes. Well, don't forget, people at home, we have our 10 days giveaway starting this Thursday and Saturday. We're going to have a computer. So make sure to tune in or follow our CLG social media because this is going to be a really hype week. We're going to have our big CLG birthday this Thursday. Let us know in our social media if we didn't have time to catch your favorite CLG moment. Reply to our tweet. You might get a retweet if your moment is super cool. And thank you guys for being here for the first episode. You guys didn't hesitate at all. You're like, let's do it. I want to be part of it.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah,
Thank you
thank
for
you so
having
much.
me.
Really appreciate it. Follow all of these people on their social as well. Their Twitter has been in the overlay this whole show. So this is a wrap for our first episode, and we'll see you potentially next week or in 2 weeks. We still haven't decided how well this episode went and to see if we're bringing it every 2 weeks or every week. But we'll be right back for sure. Thank you guys. Stay safe, stay at home, don't go out. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Wash your hands.